And now, how would you, obviously you're continuing to do your movement therapy, and how are you getting on now? So where are we now in terms of management of our symptoms and your life in general? What's happening?
Obviously, much better. Like I can do things like brush my teeth, comb my hair, and do my schoolwork again without too much problem.
Great.
I'm still on the road to recovery, as you know. Like I still have a couple injuries that I need to keep an eye on. But yeah, I feel like I'm learning so much every day. Doing your videos every day, just learning more about my body, and yeah, just teaching my body how to move correctly again.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And I'm really pleased, and, it's not great having this at all. Obviously, it is a condition that we have to manage, but in a sense, finding out young, you're going to be so well equipped for what, years ahead now. So as you grow into adulthood, you're going to be so much more prepared than, a lot of people who don't find out for many years, and they're struggling for so long. So, you're looking after yourself and doing all the right things now, which is fantastic, and that's what we need more of. We need more young people to get the answers they need quicker, so they too can prepare themselves. Really, things have to change, I think, in that way.
Yeah. I mean, I think, it's been hard for me, but at the same time, I see all the stories of people who they don't find out to 30, 40, 50 years later. And I'm like, wow, I've been so blessed, like to be so young and found the solution, found the answer.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's put you on a different journey, I guess, now. You're like you say, you're learning so much about your body and movement. And I think it's really ignited a passion of your interest in the body, hasn't it? Because I know you study quite a lot about it now. So there's going to be people listening, I'm sure, teenagers or parents with teenagers your age, who are probably having similar issues in the UK or all over the world, in the States. What would you say to them? Is there any advice that would really help them at the moment?
You mean in terms of like finding a diagnosis, or?
Yeah. What would you say for them if they're sort of on the similar journey to you? They don't have answers yet.
I think there's two things that my dad kind of drilled into me over the years, which is like never make assumptions. That's in my nature. Like I think I know, and I just make assumption like this will work, this won't work. But he never made assumptions, and he was always like, you have to try and test everything. So many times I would say, no, we don't have to go to this doctor because I know they're going to say this, or no, we don't have to try this. Like even the piano teacher, we don't have to try that because I've done piano before and it doesn't help. But he refused to let me make assumptions. And I think, so there's so many things that we don't know. And if we think we know it, then we just miss out on a lot of things, and especially finding an answer. Like, I feel like part of the reason why my parents were able to help me find the solution. So the answer or the diagnosis so quickly was, compared to others, is they had like a very open mind. They went to they thought outside the box.
Yes. Yeah. Very important. Yeah. I think when you're dealing with something like this, it's vital, isn't it? They're absolutely right. You can't make assumptions about anything. And I think, like you guys, you just have to keep searching, don't give up, and don't, when you're told everything's okay, but how you feel, right? You knew that things weren't right, and you just kept searching, which is brilliant. That's fantastic.
And the other thing,
yes.
The other thing is always ask why, like always ask questions, especially when you're visiting the doctor and you're trying to figure out what's wrong. Like when they say something, don't just accept it, but just like ask them, like not in like a confronting them way, but just like seeking to understand yourself.
Yes, that's a good one. So always ask why. Yeah, very good. Oh, that's fantastic. And so what does the future hold now? So you're carrying on with your movement therapy, your piano, and obviously you're studying hard at school. You're a senior at school. how do you feel now about the future? So, planning ahead. Do you feel you can plan ahead and start to, how do you feel now?
Yeah, I feel like there's not as much limitations for me anymore. Like I always felt there were so many limitations, like I can't do this, I can't do that.
Oh.
But I feel like, slowly as I get better, that, there's anything I want to do, I could do it. And obviously all this experience of, incredible experience of working with you and seeing the results that like movement retraining can do for someone, it's made me like very interested in that realm, like of studying the body. And so I don't know what career I would take necessarily, but I definitely want to be something related to helping people find the same thing I found, because it was like so life-changing for me. And I'm like,
absolutely.
Wow, I would want to help other people find that too.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you've had that experience yourself, you become such a great teacher for other people, because you know exactly what they're going through. So yeah, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see you ending up in some sort of field like that.